Hello and welcome to my channel, Emma Jane's Garden. Today we're in my garden and it's a lovely day here in Cornwall, but that is not what we're here for. Today we're seed sowing and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it this year. Last year I had a really bad germination rate, so I had seed trays full of trays full of seeds, taking up all the space in my greenhouse, which is just over there, and it's really small, and I just ran out of room really badly. So this year what I'm doing is I'm going to start all my seeds off in paper towels in a little plastic sandwich bag, and that way I can just put the ones that have germinated into the seed trays, which should stop the half trays of germinated seeds. So let's go and have a look and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. If you find this little trick useful, please like and subscribe my page and press the bell icon, and then you'll be notified of any videos I do in the future. Okay, so this is where I'm seed sowing, in my kitchen. Normally my husband would be very angry about this, but as there's no soil involved, he doesn't mind. So this is fantastic because I can do this in an evening. I can do it when the kids are home, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I've got the kids home, and it means I can be in my kitchen while they're watching TV or they're playing outside, playing football or something, and I'm in the kitchen doing my seeds and I'm here with them. Equally, if you're one of these people that gets up in the middle of the night or really early in the morning and you don't want to leave the house, you could always do this in the morning. It's so simple. So what do we need? Well, we need a bit of kitchen paper. So this is the sort of kitchen towel that the one that you can wring out and then use again, because you don't want this to disintegrate on you. This is the kind of the main part of what we're doing. You need a plastic sandwich bag, and yes, this is plastic, but we are going to be reusing this. So you just need to get one packet of them, and you can just rinse them out and then reuse them. Just don't use them for your sandwiches afterwards. Well, you could if you're rinsing them out, but it depends. I wouldn't. And a bowl of water, and that is it. And a pen, possibly, to write on the thing, to label it, so you know what's in the bags. Right, so the first thing you need to do is so this is the kitchen towel square, I fold it, and then I'm just going to put it in the water like this, completely in the water, and then we're just going to wring it out without it going everywhere, because you don't want this wet, because you want to rot the seeds, you just need it damp. Okay, so that's my little ball of kitchen towel. So this is why you need the stuff that you can wring out and then reuse. I suppose you could do this on like is it called J cloths? You know, those cloths that look like this, but they're not made out of paper. I've not tried that. I like to use the paper just because then it just goes on the compost afterwards. Okay, so that's all rinsed out and it's just damp now. So we folded it in half. And this is the side that we're going to be putting the seeds on. And the reason I fold it before I put any seeds on is just so that I know how far I need to put the seeds. So I've got a crease now and I know not to put any seeds any further this way, otherwise they'll be landing on top of each other. So I'm going to use some calendula seeds, like I said, just because it's easier for you to see. And I haven't got any calendula this year, so I don't grow them that often anymore because I find I don't tend to use them, but I do like them in the garden. So all you do is you're just going to sprinkle the seeds onto the surface of your tissue, and by doing this you can actually get quite a lot in, depending on the size of the seed. But remember, they will grow roots, so you need to make sure they're not literally touching each other, otherwise they'll grow their roots into each other. You don't want that, because then it's just a pain when you're trying to get them out of the paper. There we go. Put those last ones back in the seed packets. We don't need that one. We'll leave that in there. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And then all you're going to do is fold it over. Push it down so all the seeds are in contact with the tissue. That stops them falling out as well. And then I like to write on the paper before I put the tissue in it. So I'm going to put, this one is calendula, calendula. I'm going to put the date, which is the 6th of April. Can you see that? So calendula, 6th of April. This, just realised I showed it to you backwards then. And then you know what's in the packet. And then all you're going to do is slide it in, keeping it as flat as possible as you go in. And then you just, I like these bags because they're the Ziploc ones, so you just zip them across. And that's it, and so that's shut now. And that means that there's a little bit of air in there, and there's it will keep the dampness in the seeds. So that's all you need to do, and that is now ready. And what I do is I just put this, depending on what the seeds say. If the seeds say they need light to germinate, so you do need to read the packet, then I put them on a windowsill. If they say they need dark to germinate, then I put them in my airing cupboard. And that's it. So I'll show you what this will look like in a few days right now. Okay, so we are now down in my new polytunnel, which I don't think I've shown you yet, but I will do when I do a bit of a plot tour. But this is my new polytunnel. It's much bigger than the one I had last year, which has been brilliant. So I'm going to show you some of the seeds that I put into the paper, and I'll show you what they've come out like. So here are some of the ones I've done. Look how easy that is just to bring down to the plot. No great big, you know, barrelfuls of compost and bits and pieces. They're just all in my little bags. They've all got the date on, and they're all full of seedlings, which is always good. So let me show you these ones. Okay, so these are some phlox, which I've always found germination a little bit difficult on these. Don't know why, it might just be me, but when I do them in trays like this, I get like one here, and then I end up with this whole tray with like 6 in it. So let's have a look. Are you ready for this? Because this is brilliant. Whoop. Look at that. I'm so excited that this has worked because it was a bit of an experiment. But as you can see, there are some that haven't germinated. So these would have been the ones that would have not germinated in my packet, and these little guys have. So all you've got to do is just be really careful when you take them out. So you've got to handle them really, really gently. Really gently, because their little roots are in the paper. Okay, just like this. And then we're going to pop him in a hole here, so I'm just going to make a nice deep hole so we can get the root in. Pop him in. He's gone a little bit leggy because I did put these ones into the airing cupboard because they weren't doing anything and I was getting impatient. Well, there we go. So that's all you do, and then you fill up the whole tray, and then it will look like these ones. So this is some cosmos that I did the other day. As you can see, I'm missing one here just because I didn't have enough seed in my packet actually to fill the seed up, but I've got more in there. I've got more doing again, and I'm going to do this in exactly the same way. I don't normally have a problem with cosmos, it does normally germinate, but this is old seed, so this seed, some of the seed that I was using is over a year old, maybe 2 years old, and I just wasn't sure on the germination. So the germination, this is everything that germinated in my packet. I had some seeds that hadn't, so I'm glad I did do this with the cosmos, because otherwise I would have had, again, patchy germination. But so that's what I'm doing, and that's how I'm doing it. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and you will be notified whenever I do another video. And as I've said before, I am definitely getting on with some more videos this year. I'm super excited about the year to come. I've got to show you around my plots because I have more than last year, and my home garden is starting to look amazing as well. I'm really on a mission this year to turn this hobby into a proper profitable business. So follow me along in my journey this year to making a full business out of flowers, and I will be putting highs and lows on this channel. So stay with me, enjoy it with me, enjoy the not so good bits because I will show them to you, and I will see you in the next video.